Alright, today we're doing a family favorite around here, salmon. I got a whole piece of salmon right here. We're going to take and remove it from the package. Also take the skin off, cut it into the sections that we're going to be cooking. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that as soon as I get back from taking this out of the package. So stay tuned. Alright, so now we're back. I've trimmed off the undesirable pieces of salmon and I've got them cut into 6 individual servings. The skin is still on, so what we're going to do is take a fillet knife and just get right up underneath the meat and the skin and just take the skin off because it's not going to be good to eat, and we only want good food coming off our grills. So let me get the skins taken off and then we'll get the salmon covered in olive oil and get our seasoning on, and then we'll be going and wrapping them in a foil pocket to actually cook them on the grill, simply because that's the best way I found to do it, and it's really kind of idiot proof. So let me get the skins off and we'll get them back out on the grill. Alright, so we're back now and I've de-skinned the salmon fillets. And what I got here is just a plate, a shallow plate of olive oil and a wire rack with a piece of tin foil on it. And the seasoning we're going to be using today is Chef Paul's Seafood Magic. And that goes really good. I used to have a Chef Paul product called Salmon Magic, and that's what the original recipe for this I used. But it's gotten harder to find in my area, so if somebody knows where you can find it, please leave a comment below. I am in the North Georgia area, so anybody that knows where you can get it, I would greatly appreciate it. What we're going to do is just take a piece of salmon into our shallow bowl and just dredge it in olive oil. And this is going to help that seasoning to stick. Shake it off a little bit. Now we're just going to lay it onto the wire rack and come back with a light dusting of our seasoning. You just want a nice light coat of it, and that's why the wire rack is so handy. You put that piece of tin foil on it, and then all you got to do is just throw the tin foil away, and cleanup is a little easier. And I like to make sure to get my tops too on the sides. That way we got good seasoning all the way around. Alright, so after we get that, we'll just take a piece of foil, wrap it up in the foil, and I'm going to show you how to do a wrap here in a second as soon as I get all these other pieces covered. So I will return. Alright, real quickly I just wanted to show you how I like to wrap my salmon. I got a piece here that's on a non-stick aluminum foil. The way you can tell the non-stick is this dull side is your non-stick, the shiny side is just the aluminum foil. So lay it out on the foil, and I like to fold one end over and then fold the other end over, creating a pocket. And then what we do is just mash down on the edges to get that profile. And then we're just going to roll the ends. Keeps it nice and tight and helps keep all that heat in there to help cook the fish throughout. Spin it back around. Give it another roll. And there you have it. It's ready for the grill, so we'll light the grill up and go throw these on. Cook time is usually about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how thick your pieces are. We will be checking ours with a digital read thermometer to make sure that we are at safe temperatures. So we'll get these on the grill, get them fired up, and hopefully have some good eats. Alright, we're out here at the grill, and I just want to show you real quick. We got 6 pieces of salmon loaded up in the tinfoil wrap. I also got some asparagus with some butter, salt, and garlic and pepper, and we're just going to let this cook for a little while. We'll come back and check the internal temperature, and once it gets close to about 120, we'll pull it off, slide it over to the indirect side. We got a bank of coals on the back side and nothing on this side. So we'll just let that slow finish up to 145 for the internal temperature. The temperature inside the cooker is reading about 350 right now, so about 10 minutes we'll come back and check on our salmon. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes, so we're going to switch the salmon over and move it to the indirect side. We're going to go ahead and put the asparagus directly over the fire, and then we're going to let this cook for another 5 minutes. They're already pretty much all up to temp. The one I'm reading here is actually over. It's 158 and rising, so I think 5 more minutes should be good to make sure everything's good. We're going to let the lid back down. And I didn't mention this earlier, but I got my top vent just about a quarter of the way open, a little less than a quarter. The bottom vent is about, I'd say, halfway. So we'll let this cook for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be ready to pull it off the grill. Alright, it's time to pull this off the grill now, and I'm just going to open up one of the pieces of salmon to show you what it looks like in the end. So we'll go ahead and just get this asparagus off real quick. And there we have a gorgeous piece of salmon. Very tasty and just flaky. You can tell that's done. So we're going to serve this up for dinner, and hopefully we'll see you back again. I do have a very special rib video planned for Saturday, so be sure to stay tuned for that. The ribs are always crowd favored around here too. So we will get back to grilling on Saturday, and I'll have a new video for you.